be looking back, our pilot episode, we cooked something that nourishes the body. We talked a lot about health that time. But today we're going to cook something different for you guys. What are we doing?
We are going to cook something that impacts your daily interaction with our customer and your team performance.
And that is
Huddles! So today we are talking to you, the coaches.
We will put focus on one of the essential parts of your day.
That's right, and today we will cover the following: the importance of huddles,
We'll talk about the huddle process.
and the freshly cooked huddle format.
So let's begin with our big why. Why do we really have to spend time on huddle, Ces?
Well, it is one of our ways to win the day as a team because it helps us target and execute behaviors that are urgently needed so we can be more successful as a site. Now let's go and take a look at the life cycle of a huddle.
Sure, this is very important because I don't think all of us are aware of how our huddles are being made.
Let's go through the process. First, the readiness team reviews site performance needs and important event, if any, and identifies what targets we have for next week.
Our readiness team lead, I'm Mahalay, creates the materials and releases them to you guys as coaches on Saturday shift.
You, the coaches, review the materials and prepare to roll out these materials to your teams.
The things you roll out during these huddles to your experts are expected to be executed so that they can have more successful interactions with their customers every day. So you see how if you don't do these huddles, your day can seem a little bit out of whack?
True. So now that we know how our huddle materials are made, what expectations are there from your end as a coaches?
Well, the first expectation we have from you guys is for you to be creative. What do I mean by that? You all know you're expected to have one 30-minute huddle per day. But it can be challenging with the dynamic schedules. Yes, we thought of that too. So, some coaches do 2 huddles per day to make sure that all of the experts are covered, but also some of them would do 1, wherever the shifts would overlap. So you can definitely do it. And you have to make sure you check your Outlook email calendar. This way you will know when your scheduled observations will be. And why are the coaches getting observed, Ces?
We do this so we can better help you become more successful as facilitators and make the most of the time we spend.
Expect that we, your readiness team, but especially Ces and Daisy, will be popping in for these observations to happen. Our partners from the client side will also be there at times, but don't you worry, don't panic, it's a safe environment.
Huddle scores are also given during these observations to assess your needs and help us provide feedback. These scores are combined to make up the overall site huddle scores.
And this also allows for us to identify the awesome huddle of the week. This coach wins, how much? 500 pesos and gets recognized on the top Clark page. So you better do your best.
So how do successful huddles look like anyway?
On the side of the screen, you should see that format.
First, you start by setting the tone. You have 1 minute to do it and make sure everyone's ready for the day. You are the one responsible to make sure that your team is ready, especially if you are having a dynamic schedule. Make sure that there's no technical issue for your work from home folks and of course on site.
Of course, it's important to also, for number 2, review previous day performance and policies. There may also be some RA releases, some CSM releases, other materials that you may have to cover, and you have another 3 minutes to do that.
Roll out the scheduled huddle material for the day. You've got 12 minutes to do it. This is the most important part of your huddle because you will need to deliver or communicate to your expert what really is the focus of the day. And make sure that you relate it with your focus KPI of the day, relating it to the huddle materials.
Very good. Number 4, of course, after all of that, you want to get today's commitment from your team on how they will be able to meet the goals. You have 2 minutes additional for you to be able to get that done.
And 5th, don't forget to celebrate success. Hype the team with a chant. You got 2 minutes to do that.
And that is your huddle format. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
And worry not, if you are wondering what these should sound like when executed, watch out for our next episodes where we show you an example of a great hashtag, the Clark Huddle.
See you again next time in the next episode of Cooking with Yelle and Ces.